everybody, and welcome back to another flag series. Today we'll be talking about the bisexual flag. I'm, of course, joined by Ray and Rowan. So if you guys want to introduce yourselves.
So I'm Rowan. I use they, them pronouns. I am gender fluid and pansexual.
I'm Ray. I am trans, masculine, binary. Had to think about that. Pansexual, and I use he, him pronouns.
Perfect. And I'm Danny. I'm pretty ordinary. She, her. Yep. So our first question is, what does it mean to be bisexual?
Okay, well, bisexual has always, it means that you have an attraction to roughly two genders, but it usually doesn't, but can include nearly all, most bisexual people identify that they like their own gender and another gender, but yeah.
Yeah, this is the bit where the community has a bit of a argument over, because some bi people like just male or female, and they don't include the trans community, but some people do, and that's why for some people like me, pansexual fits so well, because I did identify as bi, but as bi I thought I'd include everyone else in the spectrum of gender, so that's why I'm like, I don't really care who you are, what you are, just you as a person. So that's where there's a mixture between pansexual and bisexual.
Okay. So what are some assumptions and stereotypes that are made about the bisexual community?
There's so many we can start with. It's like they haven't been with the right guy, or they haven't been with the right girl yet.
They're indecisive, they're greedy, similar things that pansexual gets as well. Some less obvious ones, like they always cuff their jeans and stuff. And
Which you do a lot.
Yes, I may be filling into a couple of stereotypes among the LGBT community of my style.
I think one that I've read is pretty much what you guys have said: greedy, don't make up their minds, which is very awful, because it's like, no, that's not how it works, buddy. Calm down.
Sorry, there's a white leg in the Jack.
For those who can't see, we are joined by a cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Rowan's cat, Jack. Hey, Jack. Can you come over here? Yeah. Hi. There's a little fluffles.
This is him.
Here's little fluffles. Sorry if you see white legs or a black thing. It's just little Jack.
Our next question is, why is it wrong to state that a bisexual person is just confused, or they just haven't made up their mind? Why is that false information to spread?
Because attraction doesn't have to be limited to one, and despite who they may be dating at the time, that does not negate the other attractions they have. Like, I'm dating Ray, but that doesn't negate that I can be attracted to other people.
And like for my parents, they don't understand the word and the term pan, so I just say I'm bi. So it's easy for them to understand. But at the moment, because I'm dating to what unfortunately it looks like to society, a man, they still think I'm just a straight female, even though I'm a trans male who identifies pansexual. So even if like I was dating a girl, they'll also be like, oh, so you're gay now. I'm like, no, I can still like the other gender. It's not just as soon as they figure out one bit they don't like the other. It's still, no matter what, they like both genders.
And I guess that relates back to our previous question, assumptions. Say you're dating same-sex partner one time, and then, you know, your next partner is a different gender. It's like, oh, so now you're gay, now you're straight. It's like, no.
I'm still the same.
No, the attraction's still there, it's just they happen to be dating or thus happen to be in love with someone of this certain gender.
Exactly. And our final question, like always, has to I'm going to redo that again because you saw my phone. And our final question, like always, has to do with media. Who are some bisexual icons that you guys grew up with or that, you know, are in the media as of lately?
Bisexual on their own. That's tricky.
I have one that you will know for different reasons than I do. His name is Andy Mintes. I don't know how to say his last name, but he's a Broadway and movie actor. So he was originally in the first American tour of Spring Awakening. He's been in The Flash a couple of times. So he's a really great advocate. I think he was also in another TV show, but it's left my mind at the moment. But there's so many. He is actually married to a man, but he is still bisexual. And he recently posted something today about being bisexual and stuff like that the day that we were filming this. So it just, it's something like the topics we were talking about, like, no, yes, I'm married to a man, but I'm still bisexual, sort of thing. So it's very, very hidden in the head of what we're talking about today, actually.
Yeah. Lady Gaga, I also believe, is bisexual.
Yeah, I don't think she has put a label to it, though. I think she...
I respect that, though. I like that.
Yeah, there's so many people that could be, like Josh Hutcherson, who played one of the leading roles in the Hunger Games. He says that he's only been with girls, but he still doesn't, that still doesn't mean if he doesn't see a guy he wants to kiss, he'll kiss him. So he says he doesn't put a label on it, but he's still not gonna go, oh yeah, by the way, I've been gay this whole time and going to be out with a man. No, he's just him. So there's so many people you can class under these like umbrella terms, if you'd like to use, and they just don't like the label.
Yeah, well,
I like that.
The whole point of labels is to give yourself a sense of belonging. So the reason why I have my, non-binary, pansexual, gender fluid, these terms actually make me feel like I belong, but I don't have to use any of them if I didn't.
Yeah. Hence why both of us use the term queer so much, because it's easier to say, yeah, we're not cisgendered straight people, we're whatever you want to say, we're gay. Basically, we use those terms so much fluidly, so it really depends on the queer person, but or the person in the community.
It's actually funny to hear that. I have completely different views on the term labels, but that's just me. I'm a type of person that doesn't like to label who I am, because in my eyes, it's for other people, not for me. But that's just me. That's like nothing against labels and stuff. That's just me. But it's good. I think it's good to have that mix of, stories. I like that.
Yeah, exactly. And in the community, there's so many people who identify with different things. Some people that say they're in the community and just don't say what part of the community. Some people say, no, I'm this. These are my boxes I fit in. There's some that are like, I can't fit in this box and this box. I'll just use this term that captures all of it. So that's why there's so many umbrella terms. And under those terms, there's so many different things you can be. So there's not just one thing. You're like, okay, I like both genders, even though there's so many genders. Okay, I'll be bisexual then. They could be pansexual, it could be heteroflexible, homoflexible. There's so many different terms you could be. So it's just, there's just not one thing you can be if you like both genders. It's
So before we head out, I would like to thank these two wonderful human beings, like always, for taking the time to share their knowledge on what it means to be bisexual. And we'll see you all next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.